Hey guys, this is going to be a quick explanation of the Churchill Card Value System that I came up with. I'm Alexander, and I'm Grant. Always wanted to do that. Okay, so pretty easy. All the system is, as you guys have read in the Board Game Geek file, is just putting the cards in a certain value, and then after that, just letting the cards pick themselves. I picked this. I created this system because even with the bot system that Mark Herman created, I still felt that I was doing a lot of decisions for the bots, and I didn't. If I was playing Roosevelt, I was like, wait, am I? When it was my turn, it didn't even feel like it was my turn because I was wasting so much energy. I was wasting the same amount of brain power for the other guys. So with this system, I've been getting a lot more plays of Churchill in. And as you'll see, I might have even already made a mistake with the Niet, but it is what it is. At the end, just have fun. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna take you to the board that I just filmed in the past that'll now currently be the future, and you'll see how the card value system works.
All right, so this being a game called Churchill, I will be playing as the British, and I will be Winston Churchill. As you can see here, they are all set up by their modified and unmodified values. So as you can see here for the Soviet Union, it's pretty simple. You look at the white number, the unmodified value, and you just go from there. Voroshilov is worth 35, Kulik is 32, 27, 17, 12, 11, and 1. And that's basically it. You just line them up by their value, highest to lowest. So we got Wickard and Ikes. Wickard is actually pretty strong because if he's playing on US production, his value goes from 15 to 21. So he's a pretty strong guy. But let's just say that U.S. production is off the table. It's been gone. There's no option of it coming back at all. Ike's, on the other hand, Roosevelt, is still alive. So who do you play? Do you play Wickard or Ike's? Well, it's simple. You play Ike's because his 18, which is modified, the 18 modified, is higher than Wickard's unmodified. Since there's no production, U.S. production that they're fighting over, that 3 right there is actually a big fat 4. And that's what you got to look at. So do you want to play a 4 card or a 3 card? Well, quite simply, if there's no U.S. production that's involved, you would play the Ikes card. Because, a big fat 4 is better than that 3. Okay? But at the same time, so now let's say they're both active though. That Roosevelt is still president, that the U.S. production is still on the table, so they're both active. But so instead of being 15 and 14, where Wickard is higher than Ikes, they're now 21 and 18. So Wickard is still higher than Ikes. So even if they both become active, it takes the system takes that into account. So I think it's very intuitive. Both of the bots rolled low, so they had to play their highest rated card. So easily, my 6 beat the 5, and Jones and the Americans in their 3. So I will go first. Okay, so I won, and looking at my cards, U.S. directed offensive, since there's already a directed offensive because of the London Conference B card. I decided to go with actually, this is what I can do. So I just went with the political military, and I went with the political military 2-2 card. Now, as you can see, I put a yellow pawn. Oh, put the yellow pawn on the wrong guy. Well, no, it was my turn. I won, and now it's Stalin's turn. Again, now what do you pick for their 2? And it gets, wait, hold on a minute. Look at that. I'm giving Stalin. Sorry, buddy. And of course, that's 2 because his 6 subtracted from his 4 is 2. And Winston Churchill now has a political marker of 2-2 on his 2 space. Okay, so who's up next? Bam, Stalin. Now again, you don't have to No more wasting brain cells. I haven't even seen this yet. Ready? We're gonna find out together. Okay, USSR directed offensive. Okay, whatever is number 1 is what they get. So I'm gonna go up here, and where are you at? Directed offensive. Boom. That's his first one. And then what's his second one here? Place a naval marker in the theater box if played on a production issue. Okay, so obviously there's only 3 productions and none of them are his. So 1 and 2, I'm gonna roll a die. 1 and 2 is the British. Anything else is American. 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2 is, and it is a British. Okay, so those are the 2 that he gets. Now we go over to Roosevelt. Boom. Again, easy peasy. Let's find out together because the Churchill Card Value System is doing all the work for us. Roosevelt, Truman, okay, that's not an issue. U.S. production, okay. And just take the second U.S. production and put it on the table. As so. And then what is the second thing here? Okay, so it's U.S. production, Roosevelt, and then directed offensive. That is on, and if it's on the USSR track. Okay, so there's 2 directed offensives, the American and the British, as you can see that are left up there. So 1, 2, 3 will be the Americans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, British. So those are his 2 issues. And then I move my yellow pawn that I just got from a cheap game. And then I get to pick. And I don't have to do the Churchill Card Value System. I can think of whatever I want. Okay, guys, this is very simple. This is the meeting segment. And this is the heart of it. And this is what's really easy. As the bots say, they want to play the strongest card last. So I kind of made this, as you can see, there's like this little gap. I'm like, okay, you guys will go last. And then everything else just goes boom, 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 boom. And then if there's a issue I don't know about or whatever, I can just roll a die for it. So right now, so the Soviets are up. And Stalin decides he's first. Okay, so place a naval marker on the Arctic theater when this is played. He's going to play this card. Roosevelt will not challenge it. Usually Churchill would, but I am in charge, not the bots. So we play Kuznetsov, and he moves over the defensive marker 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, this is hard to do with the camera. And then we move down here. Okay. Oh, and then place a naval marker. And I will do that now in the Arctic theater. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But it's up there. There it is. It's a 3, but I'll flip it over right now. Don't want to scare people with all this moving and shaking. And then finally, okay. He's done. I'll put him in the discard pile over here, face up. Okay, now the Americans are up, and it's Wickard. If played on U.S. production, +1 strength. Okay, fair enough. So we play him. There's a U.S. production. His is a value 4. Now, of course, the Russians have Niet, which is a +1 to stop things. Now, for my purposes, I know that Mark Herman has Zhukov rated really low, but I don't. I put him literally as a number 3 because I figured a D6, what's the average? 3, right in the middle. So I put him there. So right now, he could possibly be a 3 or whatever. And if he's a 3, then he becomes a 4, and that 4 will stop the U.S. production. Okay, so in my scenario, I play him as a 3. So, and he's up next. Wait, what about him? He's definitely a 3. You might roll a 2 or a 1. It doesn't matter. Card value system, folks. We just go left to right. So, okay, I'll play Zukov. Okay, Zukov is doing the Niet. But now this is risky for the Ruskies, of course, obviously. So let's find out what if it works out for them. And it's a 1. So that means that's a 2. So they burn a card trying to do Niet. I think you can do that. Yeah, I mean, he wanted to play it for the Niet. So that's it. And our guy, Wickard, will move the U.S. production 4. So we go up here. We grab the U.S. production. We move it up to 4. Mr. Winston Churchill doesn't object. We then move over control to me, and then I go and I pick whatever I want, and that's basically it, people.
All right, so that's it. Pretty simple. Leave me something in the comments. Sorry for the shaky hands and the camera, but it's pretty simple. Highest number, they go first, and that's it. And you just move on, and then you can just whatever you want to do when it's your turn, you do. But as far as what the bots do, if it's you playing solo or if it's you and a friend, and it's one's a bot by themselves, this will, the number system, the Churchill Card Value System just makes it a breeze, and you get a lot more plays in. So again, any questions, leave me a note on the YouTube video or on Board Game Geek. And just a special shout out to Stuka Joe, who's like, hey, guys, get more videos out there. A ver si los encontramos un día. But yeah, hopefully, and then maybe I'll do some more videos. But this is my first, game design tweak, I guess I could say. So to all my fellow historical nerds, war gamers, thanks for watching. Continue being a nerd and a dork and a geek.